It's good to have you at this year's annual awards banquet. As the president of Affirmation, I hope that you've been enjoying the conference this weekend, that everyone's been having a good time. I'd like to ask the members of the conference committee to please stand. Please show your appreciation. They have done an amazing job in putting together a great conference in a very short time. They've endured countless hours and horrendous phone calls and nagging from the president. And we're appreciative. You all done a fantastic job on this. We have several special guests with us tonight. A big thanks to Alan Fiskus, past president of GALA, who was kind enough to help out on our registration desk so that we wouldn't have to tie our own members up on that. Big thank you to Alan. We have a good friend of Affirmation, Bill Russell, here with us tonight. You'll remember Bill from the Washington, D.C. conference in 2007. He's been at other Affirmation functions. He's a professor at Graceland College. He's an author and a great friend of Affirmation. So we welcome Bill. And we have a special welcome for Bill's wife, Lois, who is the officiator who made honest men out of Hugo and John Charles. Lachlan Mackay, who is in charge of the visitors centers throughout the country for the Community of Christ, made a special trip out to Ohio to be with us this weekend to make sure that everything went smoothly for us in Kirtland. So we welcome him. Ron Romig, our host of the Kirtland Temple and the Community of Christ Visitors Center, who made sure all the facilities were there for us, who worked with us through all the planning. He's here with us tonight. So Ron, welcome to you. Judy Eggleston, who some of you have gotten to know very well. She's our choir director for tomorrow's devotional. You'll see lots of her tomorrow. So great to have Judy with us. We have a number of other good friends. I'd like Hugo to come up and introduce some of them because you're probably tired of hearing from me.
Dave is always kind enough to give me a couple of minutes. I wanted to introduce to you John Hamer, who is here. And John is a publisher and a map maker and has written terrific work and published terrific work, including this book about the Kirtland Temple. Hint, hint, tomorrow between 1 and 5 p.m., the Mercantile at the Visitor Center in Kirtland will be open. It's called House of the Lord, The Story of the Kirtland Temple. Terrific book, illustrated. And John Hamer put together all the illustrations, and also Lachlan Mackay is one of the co-authors. This book, which is very, very good, and Bill edited, and is Homosexual Saints, and is the Community of Christ side of the LGBT story that we also tell. So we are so glad to have John Hamer with us. He's sitting right there. The first time Dave and I came here, we had an incredible reception from some GALA people. That's Gay and Lesbian Acceptance in the Community of Christ, including Pat Danielson, who is here with her partner Jerry. Thank you for being with us. Kevin Williams, are you there somewhere? Kevin, he's in charge of the setup and cleanup team. Team tomorrow, the lunch that we're going to have in the Community of Christ. Thank you so much, Kevin. And in this table, some of my best friends, we have Carrie Norman. She's going to play the keyboard tonight and the piano tomorrow during the devotional. And she's here with her husband, Keith. Thank you for being here. Finally, I wanted to mention Neil Chandler. About 10 years ago, James Kent was in Salt Lake City. I did an interview with him. I submitted it to Dialogue, a Journal of Mormon Thought. At the time, Neil was the editor, and Keith was the assistant editor, or assisting editor, something like that. And they were kind enough to publish it on issue 33.3 of Dialogue, a Journal of Mormon Thought. Thank you, Neil, for being with us tonight. Okay, on a different note, someone forgot a gray...
That's mine.
Oh, this is yours? There you go. Thank you.
Okay, hopefully you were all at the reception earlier this evening for our candidates, but I'd like to once again introduce our candidates for President of Affirmation for 2012, Josh Bain and Emmanuel Andro, if you would stand. These two are the future of Affirmation, so get to know them, get to support them. They're both going to be around. You're going to see a lot of them in the coming years. I'd also like to introduce two people who have put up with a tremendous amount of work and tasks and assignments and done them all with a smile this past year, who have kept things going. And when they thought it was just about time to relax, and I said, hey, we're going to do a conference in a month, they jumped in head first, and they've making all of us look good. Our Senior Vice President, Mary England, and Vice President Joshua Bain. At this time, I'd like to call on the chairman of the Mortensen Committee, Ricky Gilbert, to come up and make some remarks. Ricky has headed the Mortensen Committee for these many years. What is it now, about 85 years that you've been doing this? Okay, Ricky Gilbert.